What's happening?
What's up, guys? Taiwan whiskey review time.
Taiwan whiskey review time.
Yeah.
Kavalan is such a unique whiskey. I don't think I've ever had a Kavalan that I didn't enjoy.
No.
Some have been a little too overly sherry, but overall, I've had Kavalans that reminded me of old Macallan 10-year-olds. I've had Kavalans that just reminded me of amazing sherry bombs. I don't know if we've reviewed more than 1 or 2 Kavalans on the channel, but whatever we have reviewed, I think we've really liked.
Yes.
Here we have one bottled a few years back, selected by the Whisky Shop in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Heard good things about this. Whiskey Wednesday gave it a 10 out of 10 Whiskey of the Year. It intrigued me to check this one out. This is a 13-year-old
13-year-old Taiwanese whiskey.
13-year-old Taiwanese whiskey is essentially like saying like 30-plus-year-old
30-plus-year-old Scotch, yeah.
It's in virgin oak. The virgin oak Kavalans tend to be a little bit different than the ones that are aged in sherry.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously this is bottled at cask strength at 59.4% ABV. Let's hit it, Mike.
Let's check it out. That color, man.
Yeah.
Unreal. On the nose.
The first thing, if you gave this to me blind, I would bet everything I have that this is an Armagnac. It does not remind me of a whiskey at all.
I see that.
I love Armagnac. It's just not, I don't have an issue with that, but it's a whiskey. So that part trips me out a little bit.
I see what you mean.
It reminds me so much of an Armagnac.
Yeah.
So that's number one.
It's that virgin oak.
It is as creme brulee-ish as creme brulee can get. It is custardy, very, very custardy, with that burnt sugar on top of the custard. Very, very creamy. Egg yolks and sugar and cream and burnt brown sugar.
It's like that virgin oak taking over, but because it's 13 years old Taiwanese, it's almost like a 40, 50-year-old virgin oak influence, you know?
It noses like a 50-year-old Armagnac.
Bingo. Trippy. Trippy.
It is so fruity, but more on the dessert front. The creme brulee, you cannot get past the creme brulee. Also like rich honey cake.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, I don't know if you've ever had like a honey cake where it's like a soft kind of like molassesy cake with like honey glazing, vanilla glazing. Even like butter cake with vanilla icing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
And like every kind of sugar that you've ever tried.
So sweet, yeah.
It's the kind of sweetness where you kind of just want to bite the glass. It is. You want to get to the spirit. It is sugary like that.
I get some apples and pears in there.
Yeah.
But it's all coated in icing sugar.
Yeah. But it's that apple that's covered in apple, like the apple that's covered in like caramel.
Yeah. It's so sweet and desserty. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's like got this like pear, now that you say like a pear compote.
Mm-hmm. So much, on the lighter colored fruits.
Yeah, and like an orange compote as well. I don't know why compote comes to mind. Am I pronouncing that right?
Compote.
That's what it is, right?
Same shit, yeah. But yeah, like stewed. Like stewed fruits for a long time.
Yes, stewed, jammy.
From that virgin oak, big time. It is, but now it's getting a little tartar. The oak, it's like making it like tartar apples, tartar pears. Yeah, some light orange.
It's an incredible spirit. It's just not a whiskey.
It is.
It is a whiskey. It says Kavalan single malt whiskey, but it's not a whiskey. I've never had a whiskey that's just screaming Armagnac.
No, you're so right about that.
It's not overly oaky. There's nothing offensive. It's almost 60% ABV. You could bury your nose in there.
It really, and even more whiskey, it's not a malt whiskey.
Yeah.
Really what it is. It's not a, well, I'd say Scotch, but you think Taiwan,
Well, Kavalans are like Scotch. It's like Japanese whiskey. They're like Scotch.
It's not a Scotch.
They normally are the Kavalans. Every other Kavalan I've ever tried is like a Scotch.
Bingo. That's what I mean. It's so like
This
different.
is the only Kavalan I've ever had that's not like a Scotch.
Yeah. Trippy.
How luscious is that nose?
Could easily be like a 50, 60-year-old Armagnac.
1,000,000%. Cask strength.
Caster. It's nuts.
It's tremendous.
Incredible. Like 13 years.
Yes.
Nuts. That climate in Taiwan is insane, dude.
Palate?
Palate. That's crazy.
Ooh. That's cloying. Cask strength. Grabs. Bottled in 2019. It's been a few years. Wow, it releases. So cloying. And then it just releases, and your palate doesn't dry out too much, but you think it's gonna dry out. And it just releases all the flavors.
Speaking of creme brulee.
Crazy creme brulee, but all those compote fruits.
But yeah, apples and pears, tart, compote on top of the creme brulee.
I get the orange compote, the apple compote, the pear compote. Wow.
Didn't we say we're going to do more Armagnac reviews on our channel?
We should need to do a lot. I drink a lot of Armagnac, and we have a very wide range of Armagnac collection, you know. So we need to show that off in our reviews a little bit more. But this is nice. Wow. Want to try it with a couple drops of water?
Do it. That's crazy. Yeah, just that virgin oak with that climate, that long 13-year, but long aging climate. Nuts. Crazy. Tread, man. Yeah, it's like confusing. Because based on what I know about Kavalan, mainly sherry Kavalan, it's like blown away.
Yeah.
Like I've never had a bourbon Kavalan.
I have had bourbon cask Kavalan. I've tried all their individual releases, the PX, the Amontillado, the Muscatel, the Manzanilla, Port. We tried the thing together.
Fino.
That
was incredible.
The Vino Barrique.
Yep. We had that too.
I also have another Virgin Oak cask sent by, recommended and sent by Jeremy, Social Sippers Club. Same thing, 13 years old, Virgin Oak, similar. I haven't opened that one yet.
Wow.
And opened this one, though. But, yeah, I don't know if they're similar or not.
This is trippy, man.
This is good.
Beautiful. Yeah, got
I
fruitier.
think this is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got fruitier. Apples, pears, oranges, kumquats.
Can't get over the creme brulee and the custard. Oh, my God. And the burnt sugars.
Kavalan is nuts, man.
Yeah.
Their malt and their climate, their aging is nuts. Oh, my God. Was that the one that Jeremy sent you? Was that one of the Cavafan groups? Oh, okay. Those are like famous.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow. Yeah, all the doughs and breads and crepes and pastries. Wow. It's just like literally a French pastry shop on crack. Sugar everywhere.
I've nothing negative to say about this, except for the fact that it confuses the shit out of me. How's this a whiskey? This is an Armagnac. I've tried hundreds of Armagnacs. and it tastes exactly like all of them. Not all of them, but it tastes exactly like an Armagnac.
Oh. Like, where's the malt?
Weird.
It's that virgin oak taking
Has to be.
Crazy cask.
Has to be. But Mike, how do you rate this not a 90? It is beautiful. It is a beautiful, beautiful spirit. I'm at a 90 out of 100. I think it's amazing. What you thinking?
Hate to do it, but have to do the exact same.
Yeah. What do you hate to do it for? Why do you hate to do it?
Just hate to be the same, but
Yeah, come on. I mean,
it's fun to be different.
I don't think anybody in the world would try this and score it less than 89.
But
I mean, it's unbelievable.
It'd be murder if I gave it below a 90.
It's incredible.
It's a 90.
Like, the only reason why I know what you were thinking in your head.
It's the confusion.
It's the confusion.
What I know about Kavalan.
Yeah.
And going into it.
Yeah. Notice there's like a lot of hesitation. It's incredible. This whiskey is absolutely incredible, but it's like not a whiskey. But it is.
It's an Armagnac.
Yeah. What trips me out is blind. I would bet everything I have that it's an Armagnac. Like, I would have zero doubt. Zero.
Even on those sugars on the end.
Yeah.
Are so not malty. They're Armagnac-y.
Whiskey doesn't get sugary like this.
Yeah.
Cognacs and Armagnacs do.
Those Taiwanese motherfuckers. They know what they're doing, man.
It's
trippy, dude.
It's amazing. It's
amazing.
really, really amazing.
But the confusion is fun. It's part of the journey.
If I'm craving,
it's a trip.
If I'm really craving a whiskey, this is not what I'm gonna grab.
This is like kind of a mood whiskey.
Not a whiskey. I'm in the mood for brandy.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
It's a trip, man. But it's still a fucking 90. It's
spectacular.
Bombacious.
It's spectacular. It's like reviewing one of your favorite 50-year-old cask strength Armagnacs.
It's insane, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
When I think just a last point, the Armagnac, in the sense that it does have a limited spectrum of flavors versus what Kavalan can normally do.
Mm-hmm.
But that limited spectrum is amazing.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like, the level of flavors.
I mean, look.
And deliciousness.
When I go to a restaurant.
That's why the Armagnac thing is.
When I go to a restaurant, and I always order dessert because I love dessert. If there's creme brulee on the menu, I'm getting it. Mm-hmm. And I've never had anything that tastes like creme brulee more than this.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So, there you go.
But I guess, to differentiate from other, sherry Kavalans, it might go, have a crazier flavor spectrum,
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's more limited, the Armagnac thing,
sure.
But it's fucking amazing.
Sure, yeah, it's amazing.
Wow.
I don't know if this is available to buy on their site anymore. We're a little late with the review.
What a trip. It's a trip.
We had a couple other Kavalans open. We have some closed ones as well. And we had some open, but gave them away before we reviewed them, shared them. And, but yeah, we'll bring more Kavalan. I don't know how many Kavalans we reviewed, but it's good stuff.
I think we reviewed 2.
Okay, we'll review more.
And we have a couple coming, too.
We have a few coming, yeah. So, yeah.
Wow, man, that's it. Honestly, 60-year-old Armagnac.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Yeah, I do know. I'm glad I caught Whiskey Wednesday's review, because I don't catch all the YouTube reviews, but this particular one I caught, and he was just basically saying it's the best thing he's ever had. So I decided to give it a go. He actually works for the Whisky Shop, though, so that could be a little thing.
True.
But I think he does. I'm not 100% positive, but I think he does. He does the reviews from the shop, so I think he does.
Probably does.
Yeah. But yeah, legit.
Sweet.
Yeah. And if anyone has tried this and thinks it tastes like whiskey,
no, yeah, please give us your opinion.
Yeah, because there's just no way something's wrong with your palate if you
That's
think it tastes
trip,
like whiskey.
man.
Yeah.
If you told me blind, I have no clue. It's a whiskey or obviously not a Kavalan.
Wow.
This is crazy. Now I'm very curious to try all the other Kavalan virgin oaks. But there's a wide variety of flavors.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have that experience. We could pop another one open that we have.
I'm very curious now.
We could pop that open and try it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a trip, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Trippy whiskey.
Yeah. I think we have a backup of this too. Can't remember for sure, but I think we got two.
Cool.
See you soon for many more.
Cheers.
Cheers.